What's up everyone, Carter Maxwell here, and in this video I'll be going over how much it actually costs to sell on Amazon FBA, as well as a full breakdown of all the costs that go into starting your own Amazon business. So a very common question for new sellers looking to sell on Amazon FBA is, what does it actually cost to sell on Amazon? What exactly are the fees? Which seller plan should they choose? What tools should they invest in to get the best results? And an estimate of what exactly it's going to cost inventory wise to start selling on Amazon. So throughout the video, I'll kind of break down a few different things, from what exactly the Amazon fees for, what fees go into selling on Amazon, which tools I personally think are the best that are going to get you the best results and help you a lot when it comes to doing product research or just making your business a lot more convenient and efficient, and as well as a rough estimate of what exactly you should be investing in inventory to start your Amazon FBA business. So let's get right into it. The first cost when selling on Amazon is going to come in the beginning portion of your account creation when you select your selling plan. Now, there's two different selling plans that you can choose from: a professional and an individual. Now, as you can see in the professional, it's going to have a few more extras, for instance, like a few different inventory tools, and some different reports that you can go in and you can see how exactly your different products or your business is performing. In the individual seller plan, some of those things are included. But when it comes to pricing, this is really like the reason people select different plans. Obviously, for the professional seller plan, it's going to be $39.99 per month each month to be able to sell on Amazon. Now, that's a really big just thing for people that usually don't have enough funds or really don't want to invest $40 right away. Now, I personally think that the professional seller plan, the $40 per month, is definitely worth it. I mean, first off, you're going to be able to sell on Amazon, which is like one of the biggest online retailers in the world. And for $40 a month, it is totally worth it, and especially being able to market your product to millions and millions of buyers already on Amazon, and you don't have to pay for traffic. And I mean, $40 seems a lot up front, but just think about it. If you're selling books or video games or your own product and you're making 10, 15, or even $5 profit per unit, if you're making $10 profit per unit, to be able to pay off your subscription, you have to sell 4 units to break even. So I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. Just think of it as, need to sell X amount of products to be able to make that $40 back each month, which is pretty easy. But if you are that person who's really tight with funds, maybe don't want to invest that $40 up front. And the great thing is, as it mentioned up here, I mean, you can switch seller plans. So maybe if you want to start out with the individual seller plan and just pay the 99 cents every time you sell an item. So every time you sell an item on Amazon, you're actually going to pay a $1 fee. So if you get to that point where you're selling over 40 items per month, obviously it makes more sense to go to the professional seller plan, because you're not going to have to pay that 99-cent fee every time you sell an item each month. Now, once again, you can switch different seller plans. So if you go to the professional, $40 per month, and you're not making the amount of sales that you want, you're not making enough money, you can always move back down to the individual, or vice versa. Start on the individual, move back up to the professional seller plan. Now, it's really all up to you. That is the first cost when selling on Amazon. So the second cost when it comes to selling on Amazon are going to be tools. Now, tools are an optional expense. You don't have to invest in them. The reason you invest in these tools is to build a stronger, a more profitable, a more efficient, scalable business. Now, one of the most popular Amazon tools is Jungle Scout. Now, Jungle Scout is one of the best research softwares that you can use to do product research for. Now, when it comes to using Jungle Scout, there's actually two different tools that you can actually purchase. There's the web app, which is going to be, I think, around $40 per month, and that's where you can go and you can go into your product database and basically do the beginning part of your research. So you can go in and you can select the categories that you might be interested in. As you can see, you just click them off. Anything that you want to, any categories that you want to look into, you can just select them. And then it comes over here where you can enter your criteria. So maybe if you only want standard products, you don't want products that are super large, you're going to go check off the standard box. Maybe you want a product that sells for around $20 to $30. You can come in here and you can put in your price point, whatever you'd like, $19.95 to $30. Now, maybe I don't really care about net profit, minimum rank. I do care about sales. So when it comes to sales, if you're making $5, $10 profit per unit, it really depends on what type of products are you looking for. Are you looking for home run products? Or are you looking for those easy products that you want to try to make anywhere from $1,000 profit per month to $3,000 profit per month. So if you're making $10 on a $30 product, maybe you want to have 300 minimum sales a month. And you don't want to put a max sales because, I mean, if it's doing 300 sales a month or 1,000 sales a month, it's great either way. But maybe you don't want the product to be too competitive. So let's say, hey, let's stick under 50 reviews and we don't want it to be over £2. So then once you've put in your criteria, you've selected your categories, Jungle Scout is going to pull down every result that matches your criteria. So over 10,000 different listings match the criteria that I just put in. So then what you basically do is you'd select however many products you want per page, and you just go through, you just scroll down and see if there's anything that catches your eye. See if there's possibly something that has low reviews, it's doing really good sales, and see if there's an opportunity for you to go and source that product overseas, brand that product, basically private labeling that product to then sell it back on Amazon. So this is the web app. And also, I'll go over the packages and the pricing later, but also there's the Jungle Scout Chrome extension. So if you've already done your research on here and you think you've found a product that's doing a decent amount of sales, it's not too competitive, and you want to do further research on Amazon to see what the market looks like, all you have to do is just take the most broad search term for that product. So for instance, if we were doing research and we found these clout goggles, and they were doing really good sales and the reviews weren't too high and you wanted to look more into it, you can then just obviously search the most broad search term for that product and then use the Chrome extension, which is another portion other than the web app. So on the Chrome extension, it's basically going to pull down every listing on the first page for that search term clout goggles. And you're able to see the brand name, the prices for all the different products, the rank, estimated sales per month over a 30-day period, the revenue, as well as the reviews. Now, this is just huge because it gives you a big view of like what the marketplace looks like for page one. So you can go through and see, oh, right off the bat, you see there's these two sellers that have a pretty high amount of views, 179, 165. You can go through, see how the sales, are they evenly spread out? Is there one seller that's dominating the market while the other sellers are doing a little bit lower reviews? So basically, it's just another way for you to do product research and to really look into what exactly product research is in this tool. And so I personally use Jungle Scout in my business. I teach my students to use Jungle Scout as well because it's just a great way to, scale your business and find products quickly. Sure, there's other ways out there that you can do free product research methods, but if you really think about it, it's not going to be efficient. Everyone is going to be doing it, so the same people are going to be finding the same products. And if you can just come in here and use your own criteria, just get creative with it, you're going to be able to find profitable products just all the time. Now, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of this segment, but there are different pricing plans when it comes to the web app and the Chrome extension. So for the web app, you have obviously 3 different selections to choose from when it comes to billing: $69 per month, $49 per month, $29 per month. And the main thing about this is you can just track a different amount of products. You usually have the same characteristics of each one. It's just you can track different products. And what it means to track is you can take an ASIN of a product already on Amazon and track it in the Jungle Scout web app. So once you're in the web app, you can track that competitor's product, see how many units they sold on this day, see how many units they're averaging, what their sales rank is, what their inventory is at. So it's a great way to really monitor your competitors. Now, I highly recommend just using the startup one. That's the one I use. And if you obviously, again, if you're worried about this $29 per month, you can just sign up for $29 for the first month. Find 3 or 4 good products that you think you can possibly private label or you're interested in, and then just unsubscribe from it. So you don't have to consistently get that $30 per month billed to your account. You can just go do it for 1 month, find a few products that you might be interested in, and then just delete the subscription. So that's going to be for the web app. And the web app is the one where you're going to go through and do the beginning stages of your research. You're going to select your categories, put in your pricing, and all your other criteria that you want to look for in a product. Now, the second pricing plans are going to be for the Chrome extension. Now, these are not monthly; these are one time, and this is something that you really need to have it. I know $200 is somewhat of a big investment, but just start out with the light. You can still come on here and you can go through, see the different pricing strategies, the sales, the revenue, and it's going to be extremely important, especially if you're building a private label business. You're going to need this extension to go and check out what the competition is looking like, which sellers are making sales, which ones aren't, so you can get a better overall view of what the market is looking like for that specific product. So once again, if you would like to learn more about the pricing plans or just read more about what exactly Jungle Scout is, you can find it in the description of this video. So the third cost when selling on Amazon is going to be for your inventory. Now, unfortunately, I can't give you an exact estimate of what exactly you're going to need to invest in your business because there are tons of different business models when it comes to selling on Amazon. There's retail arbitrage. We're going to be going to big box stores like Walmart's, Target's, Toys R Us's, and purchasing items in bulk like toys, video games with the intention to then sell it back on Amazon. Then there's different business models like private label, where you're going to go on places like Alibaba. And for instance, I'm using the cloud goggles as an example. As you can see, they were selling anywhere from like, I think it was like $10 to $12 on Amazon, where you can see if you order them in bulk of 20 pieces or 50 pieces, you can get them anywhere from 60 cents to like a dollar right here. So within that business model, you're probably going to have to invest a little bit more upfront because you're going to be buying one individual product in bulk to then sell them back individually back on Amazon. So when it comes to giving you a rough estimate of what exactly it's going to cost in inventory, I can't really give that to you. It really depends on the business model. If it be private label, retail arbitrage, wholesale, where once again you're buying in bulk, or reselling, which is probably going to be the cheapest, absolute cheapest way to start selling on Amazon because you're going to be buying individual products, just random individual products which you can buy off of OfferUp. You can go on AliExpress, eBay, garage sales, thrift stores. For instance, if you just want to buy some books, video games, electronics, things like that, where you can just buy a quantity of one. You buy it for $20 and it sells for $80. So things like that are going to be a great way for you to start. So when it comes to that third cost, the inventory cost, I can't really give you an exact number, but that is the third cost when it comes to selling on Amazon. So the fourth cost when it comes to selling on Amazon is going to be the shipping and labeling portion. So when you're using the FBA program, you have to physically ship the products from your warehouse, or your supplier has to ship them to the Amazon warehouse where your products will be stored. Now, once again, when you're using the FBA program and once your product is sold on Amazon, the Amazon fulfillment team will then pick, pack, and ship your product 2-day shipping to the customer. But that can't happen until your product is live and for sale on Amazon at the Amazon warehouse. So the only way to do that is you have to ship the product. Now, a lot of people think that this process is really, really confusing, but I mean, once you go over it one or two different times and create a few different shipments, it gets super, super easy and super simple. So basically the process is you are going to enter each of the products into your shipment. So if you just have one, if you're private labeling a product, you really have two different options. You can either have your supplier overseas ship that product to your house, you then inspect it, and then ship it back to Amazon, but you're going to be paying shipping two different times. So what I recommend is you just have your supplier ship it directly to the Amazon warehouse for you. Now, once again, I can't give you an exact estimate of what it's going to cost to ship your product to Amazon because first off, I don't know what your product is. I don't know the size, the dimensions of your product. I don't know how much it weighs. So when it comes to selling on Amazon, obviously the lighter the product, the smaller the product, the less that you're going to have to pay. But Amazon is partnered with a few different carriers, if it be FedEx and UPS, so they really do get some good rates. And I mean, when I was shipping books and stuff like that, I was usually getting anywhere from 25 cents to 33 cents per pound to ship those products from the state of Texas to basically anywhere in the United States, wherever warehouse I was sending it to. So it's pretty cheap, but I mean, I can't really give you an exact cost because I mean it depends on the amount of boxes that are in your shipment, the dimensions of each box, the weight of each box really comes into play when it comes to the cost to ship to Amazon. So before you can even ship your products to the Amazon FBA warehouses, each individual unit has to be labeled so that Amazon can track those units once they hit the warehouse. Now there's two different ways that you can have your units labeled. You can have the Amazon service label them for you, which is going to be 20 cents per unit. So if you're making $5, $10, $15 per unit, and you can afford to have Amazon just label it for you, then by all means go ahead and use their FBA label service and have them charge you 20 cents per unit to label the product for you. Although if you're shipping hundreds to thousands of units and you really want to save that 20 cents per each item, you can label them yourself. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit more time because you're going to have to go buy some 30 up labels. I mean, you can get like 1,000 labels for $10 on Amazon. Run them through your printer, have your printer print out all the labels, and then you have to go through and find each individual product, take that label off, and put it on that product, and then put it into the shipment where you can then print out the shipping labels and ship it to the warehouse. So once again, either you can do it yourself for free and just invest in the labels and the printer ink, or you can go ahead and have Amazon label them for you for 20 cents per unit. So that is the fourth cost. The fifth and final cost I'll be breaking down are going to be the Amazon FBA fees. Now, you yourself can do this too for free. All you have to do is just Google the Amazon revenue calculator, and it should be the first one that comes up. So once you reach this point, what you're going to do is you're going to either want to copy in the title or the ASIN of that product. Usually the ASIN is going to be the easiest thing. So let's just say you've already done some research. You think you found a product that has some potential for you to enter that market. What do is just pull down the Chrome extension and just find a listing that you want to do some more research on. So maybe this listing stands out to you. I mean, with 2 reviews, it's doing over 900 sales a month. So let's just click into that product. Then you can just kind of scroll down to the description section, find the ASIN, copy the ASIN, and then paste it into the calculator to where we can then look more into this product. So once again, we're using Amazon FBA, so we're going to be under the Amazon fulfillment column. So the price for this product was, what was it? $14.45. The next category, the next box we have to fill in is the ship to Amazon cost. So this is going to be the cost per unit that it costs you to ship to the Amazon warehouse, or it costs for your supplier to ship to the warehouse. So a product like this, it's probably pretty light, 0.72 pounds. I'd say it's probably going to be maybe 75 cents to ship to the warehouse. I mean, that's just somewhat of a rough estimate. And then the cost of the product. So then you go on Alibaba, search the most broad search term for that product, and see what exactly these suppliers are charging for. $2 to $5 for 1,000 pieces, $3 to $4 for 50, $3 to $5. So I mean, I'd say if you bought 100 pieces of this product, you could probably get it anywhere from a $3 to $4 price point, then maybe add on $1, $1.50 for shipping. So let's just give an estimate of a $5 cost, that is including the cost for the product and the cost to ship it overseas. So $5. So this exact listing is making $3.30 per unit when selling this product. Now, according to the Jungle Scout Chrome extension, they're selling over 964 units a month. So let's go ahead, put that in. So 964 units. Calculate. So they're making over, what is that? No, that's revenue is over 13,000. Net profit is going to be over $3,181. Also, when you're in the calculator, you can actually go through and see what exactly they're charging for fees. So for the referral fee, which is basically what the fee the seller has to pay each unit they sell, for this individual product, they're paying $2.17. And then the fulfillment by Amazon fees, they're going to be charged 4 cents per month per unit to store this product, as well as $3.19 for Amazon to go pick, pack, and ship that product to the customer each time it sells. So that is the 5th cost. So that's it for this video on how much it actually costs to sell on Amazon, with a full breakdown of what exactly the different costs are. And if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to comment below with any questions and or video ideas you'd like to see in the future. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, as I'm always giving away different tips and tricks on how to make money online. And on that note, I'll see you guys next video.